unbelievable, like overnight life changing. Because after our meeting, even though you were gathering information, you immediately hit on some things that I could do right away that were easy to do, didn't cost money, didn't take time. If you are considering, even for 1 second, improving your nutritional lifestyle for whatever reason, health, weight, and athletical, Joe and Paragon Performance is the answer. There's not a question mark that you will be successful.
I'm Katie, and I'm a power lifter. I've been working with Joe for almost 1.5 years on my programming, and it's been fantastic. Joe really gets the physiology of training and the principles of training, so I feel like I'm getting a really complete program, and it's really fun. He keeps it fresh, it changes things up, he's responsive to things I ask for, and it's been really great, and I've had great results. So I've gained almost, I think, over 60 pounds on my squat. I've made huge gains on my bench and my deadlift, and I highly recommend using him as a coach if you're looking to get better.
And to working with Coach Joe. I worked with Joe 2 years ago to dial in my nutrition. I'm a regular CrossFitter. I do CrossFit about 4 to 6 times a week, and I just really wanted to kind of take things to the next level, not necessarily competitively, but just in terms of my fitness and the way that I looked. So I wasn't making any drastic changes. I just wanted to kind of be a little more mindful about what I was eating. Joe really took the time to understand my goals as it related to fitness and also as it related to nutrition. Over the course of 3 or 3.5 months, I lost about 11 pounds and a full dress size. But more importantly than that, I have not seen that weight come back even 2 years later. And I think a big reason for that is just the mindfulness and knowledge and education that working with Joe gave me. So if you're looking to make a change and you want someone that's really knowledgeable and has good experience, I can definitely recommend working with Joe and working with.
I went from a team of nutritionists and trainers at school to not even having a gym to work out in at home. I was really enjoying my freedom, but it got out of control pretty quickly. Luckily, I found Joe. Him and I sat down about 3 months ago, and we created a gym schedule and a dietary plan that fit around me and my lifestyle. Since then, I've lost about 10 pounds, and I'm down a pant size, so I'm very excited about my progress. And
week 1, I tested my 1 rep max and came in at 300 pounds. 12 weeks later, retested 320 pounds. Throughout this process, I've weighed 166 pounds. My lifetime PR prior to this was 315 pounds, and that was at a body weight of 172. So not only did I beat my lifetime PR by 5 pounds, but I did it weighing less, which was the key for me. When I went to Joe, I said, listen, I don't want to have to eat a bunch more. I want to find out what is my maximum strength potential at this weight. Joe welcomed the challenge. He said, sure, we could do that. Wrote me a 12-week program. I followed it to the T, and the results speak for themselves. Joe was always available to answer questions. He was always enthusiastic and encouraging, and very happy to see the progress I was making. And honestly, I can genuinely recommend working with the guy.
I just thought, based on people's feedback, to enroll into a 12-week program with Coach Joe, and I already see so much difference. So, I'm able to lift more weights, my strength has increased, stability has gone better, and almost like I'm able to PR 20-30 pounds above what I used to lift before. So I would strongly recommend whoever is serious about improving their strength and also getting lean to enroll with Joe, and you will see the difference.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Chris Clyde, and I am a full-time strength conditioning coach and personal trainer. I signed up to work with Joey because he's a good friend of mine, and I know he puts in the work to stay educated and up to date on, what's going on in terms of best practices and what's tried and true in the world of nutrition and training. And I needed someone's new perspective on a lot of things that I try and do on my own. And after 3 months of working with Joe, I would definitely recommend working with him again, or for the first time, and I would definitely work with him again because he was able to get me to look at nutrition and dieting and what I eat on a day-to-day basis and how I treat myself and consider myself from an athlete standpoint and a normal human being standpoint to the point where I was able to evolve and upgrade my mental approach to nutrition so that I was more guilt-free and more prepared and had a better plan and felt more confident and on the path to success that I thought would fit my lifestyle and what I was trying to accomplish and what I've been trying to do for a long time and really couldn't wrap my head around. So Joey not only had me improving numbers-wise, but also from an intangible standpoint, subjectively, he got me to a point where I'm happy with myself and I'm happy on the path I've created with him from a nutrition standpoint and a performance standpoint.
Hey everyone, my name's Neil. I started working with Joe about 18 months ago at CrossFit Nassau, and a few months into CrossFit, I talked to him about how my upper body strength really wasn't where I wanted it to be. We put together a really easy to follow month-to-month program, and within a couple of months I saw huge gains in my strength, and I was able to do a lot of the WODs as prescribed, especially ones with pull-ups, which is something that I'd never been able to do before. And a few months ago I moved out of the area into a more traditional gym, and I've still been working with Joe. He's been programming for me. I told him my main goal was to lose just a bit of body fat, but also maintain a lot of the muscle that I worked so hard to build at CrossFit. 3 months later, I'm in the best shape of my life. I highly recommend Joe to anyone who's looking to fulfill any goals with fitness or nutrition. He's always there for you, genuinely cares and wants you to reach your goals. It's great at answering questions and is always within reach.
And there's no comparison to where I was at that time last year compared to now. I've improved in all the different movements. I've added a ton of weight across all of my different lifts, from deadlifting to Olympic lifting, squats. You name it, I'm a lot better and stronger at that movement. Someone in the same situation as I am, trying to improve in CrossFit or any type of strength activity or just dieting in general, I would definitely recommend Joe. He takes a holistic approach to the athlete. We looked at all my dieting, my sleep habits, my hydration, just everything, because we want to make sure that I'm performing at my peak at all times and ready to recover and train hard the next time I'm in the gym. And we definitely achieved that. And there's so many examples. There's not enough time in this video to go over them, but definitely constantly improving. And again, I definitely recommend working with Joe. Not only does he have a lot of experience in all these fitness areas, but he's also a great person and easy to get along with.
And I've been working with Coach Joe for now almost a year. When I started, it was about gaining some strength and upping weight in a lot of my lifts, which he definitely helped me out with. And at that time, I was losing a whole bunch of weight while getting stronger, and Coach Joe definitely helped with, taking care of my nutrition and what I should be eating, what I shouldn't be eating, what time to eat certain things, and the advice was invaluable on fitness, but I would highly recommend Coach Joe. He's awesome, he's genuinely a great guy, and he's got some great advice, and it's definitely going to work for you. So good luck to everybody, and again, couldn't thank Coach Joe enough, and I highly recommend.